I'm definitely interested in hearing more. Let's go ahead and schedule a Zoom or a Google Meet. I'm guessing you have my email. You want to shoot me a
yeah, let me see.
calendar link?
Yeah, is it RROYER? Yo, what's up everyone? Today is a long-awaited video, how to get sales calls through voicemail drops. So I haven't made this video in a long time, or I just haven't made it at all because I just have been prolonging it. I know a lot of people want it, so here it is. So I'm gonna go over how to set this up, how it works, and then what to expect when you're actually doing this outreach. So we're gonna get right into it. What you're gonna need is two different tools. One is Go High Level. Now that's just what I'm using to send out the voicemail drops. You can use whatever you want. There's a website called drop.co that also sends voicemails. I don't like it in particular just because it's a little weird. I don't know. It's when I tried to do it on myself, I was doing a test campaign. Now it was a test. It was like a free trial version of the tool. And I sent out voicemail drop to myself. I wake up the next morning at 6 a.m. and I get a call from drop.co, and it was the voicemail trying to go through. And I'll kind of explain how this works. So these voicemail drops, what it's basically doing is it's not actually just sending it to a voicemail. So they're called ringless voicemails. There's some called ringless voicemails and some called voicemail drops. So the ringless voicemails are supposedly voicemails that are just not ringing to your phone because it's ringless, and then it's just going straight to voicemail. So somehow skipping past everything to go to the voicemail. And then voicemail drops are basically, it's going to call your phone twice. The first time it's going to call it and then directly hang up and then call it again super quickly, so that on the carrier side it looks like that you try to call but the call failed, and then it just sends you straight to voicemail. So what happens when you do a test on yourself with a voicemail, you'll just get a call really quickly and then it'll just hang up. And then maybe a couple seconds later you'll get a voicemail coming to you. So that's kind of how it works. And I can kind of show you on this phone here. Got a voicemail on this one, and it's just boom right there, and I can play it here. I'm gonna put it on speakerphone.
Reach out. I can help your marketing agency get 40 appointments per month with companies that need your marketing help. If you're interested, let me know. You can just call me back at this number, or you can just text me back. So yeah, cool. Let me know. Talk to you soon.
As you can see, my voicemail wasn't very great, but that's what it was. And then it sent to this phone and as a voicemail. So how do we do this? Let's get set up first by creating the voicemail. So what you'll need is a tool called Audacity. So I have it on here. It's a free app, but now you can use whatever you want. So you just need some way to record your voice. You can record it from your phone and then send it to your computer. That works too. But I have a pretty nice microphone here, and I just wanted something easy to record my voice. So here we go. You can also use you can record a video if you want. You don't have to get this app, right? You can just record a video and then upload it to a service to do video to MP3 or something like that. So record it on your computer, whatever you want to do. But I like this because I can actually do a little bit of editing to it just to make it louder. You know, it's pretty easy to use. So here you go. You just select the microphone you want to use and then start recording. Hey, I just want to see if you're interested in getting 40 appointments per month with your agency. What I do is I help people set up automations and blah, 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 blah. Let me know if you're free to chat sometime this week. If you can text me back or call me back, that'd be great. Cool. You stop that recording. Now, this here, it peaked pretty quickly. So I'm going to select from here to the end. And as you can see, it's very quiet, I guess. So what you can do is click Analyze or Effects and then Amplify. And then it's going to automatically detect how much it needs to amplify by making sure that it doesn't clip. So clipping means like going over to where it's hard to hear, you know. Boom. So automatically does it for you to where it amplifies everything else. Now the thing is if I go back here, if I selected this whole thing, it's already clipping at this point, right? It's already up to the max. So if I click Effects, Amplify, it's going to say increase by 0.89 because it detects that this is already here and it's already clipping. So we basically select from here to here. You might not run into this problem. I don't know. Anyways, Effects, Amplify, boom. So now it's 7. So amplify by 7 because whatever the highest peak is, which is probably this one right here, whatever the highest peak is going to bring that up to the top. So 0.0 decibels. So that, cool. Just want to see if you're interested in getting 40 appointments per month with your agency. What I do is I help people set up automation. So it's louder. And so whoever's listening on the other end will be able to hear it better. Cool. File. export as MP3, and then you can save it to wherever you want. I like saving things to my download folder just because it's easier to know where it's at. Save it whatever you want to call it. So I'll just call this tests as the video test. Save. Boom. It's going to bring up this little thing. I click OK. And then we're good to go. So I'm going to exit out of this. I don't like saving projects because I don't really need it. Go in here. And as you can see, it came up in here, voicemail 9:15 test. It's already September, guys. Hey, I just want to see if you're interested in getting 40 appointments. My camera just keeps glitching out on me. I'm sorry for that. Per month free with your agency. So this is good. It's working. It's fine. Now we're going to create a workflow through Go High Level to be able to listen to it. Upload to workflow. All right, cool. So all we got to do is go to automations. We're going to create, there's campaigns and workflows. I usually recommend people to use campaigns because it gives you a little more data. But in this case, the campaigns, it just takes longer. Like I tried to do a campaign to myself. It didn't call me for like 10 minutes. And then when I did it on a workflow, it did it instantly. So we're going to do it through workflow because it just works better. You can create a new campaign. You want to click start from scratch, create workflow. Create new workflow. All right. Voicemail drop. And you can call it, I don't know, whatever your offer is that you set in the voicemail, just so that you know like what is what. You don't really need a trigger for this, so you don't need to set that to anything. You just want to add your first action, and the first action being a voicemail. And then we can upload file, voicemail, boom, good to go, save action. Now, maybe if you do want to do this as a part of some sort of campaign, so whenever somebody opts in, it sends them a voicemail, you can add the trigger as, okay, anyone that fills out this certain form, or anyone that books an appointment with me. You know, whatever you want to do. But for now, what we're going to do is we're going to just add the context directly into this workflow, and then it's just going to run through them. So that's basically it. That's all you had to do is upload it to the workflow, and then you can add extra elements to the workflow. Oh, my face, dude. I hate this camera thing. You can add extra elements to the workflow, like being able to send a text directly after the voicemail is sent. So I'm going to create a wait timer of like 2 minutes. Save action. And then do send SMS, and then we can say, hey, just try to call, let me know when you're free to chat. Save action, right? So in that way, that looked really human, right? Because it's like, hey, I just try to call you, you know. And so the whole goal with all this stuff is to look as human as possible. And so there we go. We just create, and you don't have to do that, but you know, it's something you can do. I heard other people that do like literally 7 voicemails within one campaign. So you can do wait another day, 1 days, boom, and then send another voicemail, and then upload your second file like, hey, I tried to call you yesterday, blah, 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 and you keep doing it and doing it and doing it until they call back. Now, if you're doing something like this to where it's a little more advanced campaign, you want to make sure that you go into here, into settings, and go into stop on response. So whenever they call you back, it's not going to keep sending voicemails to them. And then whenever they text you back, it's not going to keep sending voicemails to them. Also, you want to make sure that allow multiple is off, just because, my face, just because if allow multiple is on, that means you can add a context to a campaign multiple times. And that is not very ideal because let's say that you send a voicemail to somebody, they said, hey, I'm not interested. Okay, great. And then you accidentally add them to the campaign again, and then they're getting the messages again. You don't want that, right? So allow multiple off just for that purpose. Now I'm going to turn it on just because I want to test it on myself. So when you're testing it on yourself, you want to turn it on just because if you put yourself in the campaign and let's say something was wrong, something didn't work, and then you try to put yourself to the campaign again, it's not going to let you put yourself to the campaign again because allow multiple is off. Hopefully that makes sense. All right, we're going to put it on for now just to test, and then once we're ready to actually send, we'll turn it off. All right, boom. Back to workflow, and then we'll go and send out as drip mode. All right, so we're going to test it out first, and then we're going to send it out as a drip mode, in drip mode to our contacts to, can you please keep up camera? It's not even. All right, so we're going to go to conversations, see if I can find recents. I don't think I'm in here. As you can see, we have people we were sending out to. I'm going to just find myself here. I'm going to go to contacts. We've got 2 phones here, so I'm going to try to find 937 300. All right, here we go. And I'm going to just click on my contact to test myself out. And boom, contact. You can scroll down, active campaigns. What was this one called? It's called voicemail something. Voicemail test. Voicemail. Okay, I think we call it voicemail drop. All right. And we don't need to select the time, add, and then we're going to get added to the campaign. Now I'm going to hopefully my camera will stop lagging out on me. We're gonna boom, as you can see, calls me, and then ends the call. And then it's a couple seconds later, the voicemail was maybe 15 seconds long, so we'll wait about that long until it'll actually come through as a voicemail to us. And what's cool is I have Metro PCS on this phone, and it transcribed the message and sent it to me as a text message, which I thought that was pretty cool. It gives me a leg up because I don't know if this is for every carrier, probably not, but for Metro apparently it is. But transcribed it as a text to me. So it says, new message, hey, what's up? This is Carson. And it spells Carson, Carson. I just found a company online that I'll reach out. I can help your marketing agency get 40 appointments per month. With companies that need your marketing help, if you're interested, let me know. You can give me a call back in the number. And it says, so yeah, cool. Let me know. Talk soon. So it did that for me, sent me a text, and I thought that was pretty cool. As you can see, we just got the other voicemail that just came in. Boom, right there. You'll see it. It's going to transcribe it.
Hey, I just want to see if you're interested in getting 40 appointments per month with your agency. What I do is I help people set up automations and blah, 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 blah. Let me know if you're free to chat sometime this week. If you can text me back or call me back, that'd be great.
Cool. And also, it sent me a text, right? So the text is, right, so gives me the voicemail in there, and it's going to text me in a couple minutes saying, hey, I just want to see if you're blah, 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 if you're interested, or if you're able to get my call. And so we're going to get that text coming through in about 2 minutes based on our campaign that we just created. So you might want to turn it to 1 minute or even a no delay, just because, I don't know. I just put it to 2 minutes. So what you want to do when you do this is you want to get your contact list and then upload it into here. So the same that you would do it with an SMS campaign, you would just get your lead list of, let's say, all the business owners you want to reach out to with their phone numbers and emails and whatever, and then upload it to Go High Level. Now, I'm just going to use this as an example. Here we go. I just got the text. Boop. Hey, just try to call. Let me know if you're free to chat. So, looks pretty human. Also, it automatically, you know how it says maybe Carson at the top? Boom. I don't know if you can see it. Yeah, maybe Carson. And that's pretty cool because we set our name in the voicemail, so it detected our name, and so now it's saying, hey, it's maybe that person. Now, that probably only works for iPhone. I'm not sure, but pretty cool. And what we can do now is, what were we doing? Oh, yeah. Use Artemis. Sorry. And this is a tool that I'm using currently to get lead lists. I somewhat recommend it. It's pretty good, depending on who you're targeting. So let's say you're targeting CrossFit gym owners. I don't know. You can export as CSV. Oh, sorry, not that one. Go to lead lists. And you can literally just download these directly from the use Artemis. You don't have to sort the data or anything. It's pretty easy to do. So if this will ever load, there we go. All right, so you can just upload marketing agencies, export to CSV, boom. So we have phone numbers and emails of these guys in here. Go to our contacts here, upload, get this file, upload it there. And dude, I'm just gonna make my face smaller, maybe that'll help. Full name, first name, last name, email. We want to make sure that we match any of the fields together. So company name, we want to make sure that's in there. So we're going to look for company name, boom. Company website, we're going to website, boom. Job title, we don't need that. Country, is that in there? Yeah, okay, country. Don't really need that, but location, so we'll put this as city. And then we have LinkedIn URL. I want to put the LinkedIn URL in there. We're just going to remove my face. All right. We want to do LinkedIn URL. I'm going to put address. Just because now you can use a custom field if you want to create your own custom fields. But I'm just going to put it in as address because I want to be able to see their LinkedIn profile as well. Just in case, let's say they call me and then I'm able to look at their LinkedIn profile as we're on the phone, stuff like that. And then phone numbers right here. You want to make sure that you sign that because obviously we can't do anything without the phone numbers. So sign the phone numbers. Facebook, Twitter, we don't really need that. So I'm going to don't import unmatched data. Next, advanced. I like to import it by phone number so we're going to look at basically all the current contacts and see if any of the phone numbers are the same. If any of the phone numbers are the same, we're not going to create multiple of the same contact. So it's not going to create duplicates. And then I'm going to add some tags. I'm going to add, depending on who they are. So I have a digital marketer. So that's just to tell me what audience they're from. So these are all digital marketing agencies. And then I have, or if, CrossFit gyms or landscapers, whatever, that's just what I do. And I'm going to also add a thing, voicemails, just because I know this is going to be coming into a voicemail campaign. And then you can add, what I also like to add usually is where it came from. So this came from Artemis. I don't have it in here yet, but just where the lead list came from, just so I know what's working and what's not working. So let's just say Artemis isn't giving me good results, so let me try some other tool because, whatever. So just anything that I can use to identify where this audience came from or who they are, I like to use those and create tags for all that. So anyways, that's it. And we're going to click submit. No, I'm not going to do that right now, just because we're doing a test. And then what you'll do is you'll click filters, and then you can find the ones that were created today. So you look up created, and the date range is today from today, right? So these are all the ones that were created today. So we created a total of 170 contacts today. Now, that's one way you can look for these contacts, and then you have all these contacts in here. Or you can also do, let's say you added multiple contacts in here today for several different campaigns. So we have created, we're going to apply that filter, but also we want to add a tag filter. So we want only the people with the tag voicemails. Boom, apply. So now we have people that were created today and have the tag voicemails. Nobody else. All right. Because, I have contacts in here that were, because I have inbound leads that come in. As you can see, 166 people are in here. But if I remove this, it's 170 people because 4 people came inbound and they probably opted into my course or something. So we want to make sure we add multiple tags or multiple filters here so that we're getting the right people. All right. So we'll do created again. I'm sorry. Tag again. And there we go, voicemails, apply, and then we can add it in as a drip mode. So you want to click add to campaign workflow. We're going to click OK, proceed. We're going to look up our campaign here, voicemail drop, and then we're going to add in drip mode. So the reason we're adding in drip mode is because if you're sending it all at once, the problem is that you'll get a whole bunch of calls really quickly. So you'll just get like 10 people calling you at the same time, which you can't pick up all the calls. And when you're doing that, they're not going to call you back again. So you're not going to, I had several people that called me back, and when several people call me back at once, I can only pick up one call at a time. So when that happened, I basically, I had to text everybody else back that called me, but they don't text you back. So it's either you pick up the phone or you're not going to be able to contact them. So we want to add it in a drip mode so that a drip mode is basically saying, okay, we want to do one person every 1 minute, or let's say 5 people every 1 minute, so that we're not getting a ton of callbacks quickly at the same time. We're kind of spreading it out over time. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to say voicemail. I like to say the audience that I'm doing it to. So this is marketing, and then also the date range. So let's just say we're going to do it from today till tomorrow. So 9:15 to 9:16. We're going to start on today at around 15 minutes from now, or let's just say we're going to start at noon. Boom. And batch quantity. For voicemails, not as many people are going to reply, depending on what you're doing. So if you add the text as a follow-up, if you do multiple voicemails in a single campaign, then you're probably going to get more replies, obviously, because the more you follow up, the more people are going to reply to you. But let's just say for this one voicemail drop campaign, not too many people are going to reply. So what I like to do is I'll just do every 1 minute. So 5 people every 1 minute. The thing is, we didn't verify these numbers. We don't know if they're mobile numbers. So it's usually what I'll do, for an SMS campaign, I'll do 1 every 1 minute. But in this case, we're going to get less replies than an SMS campaign. So we're just going to do more per minute. So start from noon. Hopefully this makes sense, guys. Sorry if it doesn't. Noon to, let's say, 2 p.m. All right, so if we're doing, I'll bring out a calculator out here real quick. 5 every 1 minute for 2 hours. That's 120 minutes times 5. That's 600 contacts that we can reach out to today within that time frame. And maybe we'll just bring this down to 2 every 1 minute. So that's 240 contacts. So and I know we only have 160 contacts in here. So we're just going to spread it out over the course of 2 hours, just in case. We just don't want a whole bunch of replies coming in very quickly. Because we won't be able to pick up all the calls at the same time. So it's better just to spread it out like that, and then you just click add to campaign, and then they're added to the campaign. It's ready to go. Now, I would add my camera. Let me add my camera back real quick. Okay, so there's something that you need to understand about these voicemails, and it's that most people don't even listen to the voicemail, okay? So when you're getting callbacks, they're usually going to say, you can say, hey, did you get my voicemail? And they'll say, no, I just saw that you called and I just wanted to call you back as quickly as I could. So say, okay, great. And then you have to go into your pitch. So you basically just have to reiterate what you said in the voicemail. Hey, I just help marketing agencies get 40 appointments per month on autopilot. I just want to see if you're interested. And then they go into whatever. Or I help landscaping companies reach 75% of their city without using paid ads. Okay, great. I help real estate market, whatever your offer is, you just go into your offer on the call. And now, obviously, you can't be, these are just people. Don't be afraid to pick up the phone because they're just calling you and they're people. So it doesn't really matter. And you have plenty of opportunities. So the more you send these out, the better. But so when you pick up the phone, they probably did not listen to your voicemail and they're just calling you back based on the fact that you called them. And so they just want to call you back because they think that it's a lead. Now, it might seem like a downfall because they're not even listening to your message, and then it's basically a cold call, but it's a little different than a cold call because when they're calling you, they can't say to you, oh yeah, I don't have the time, because they just called you, right? So they called you, so they have the time. So you get to be in a little bit more of an authority position because they called you rather than you calling them. Now you did call them, but they're calling you back and returning your call. And so you have the leverage to actually give your spiel out, and they kind of are there to listen because they called you back, So it's pretty unique strategy. So it's it doesn't work as intended because they're not listening to the voicemails, but it works. It still works because you're getting in front of people that are in your target market and that are willing to listen to whatever your offer is. So it's pretty cool. So as you saw at the beginning, I sent this out to a couple people this morning, got a booked call for next Friday, and it worked pretty well. So it's pretty easy to do, as you saw by the creating a campaign is really easy. You want to have obviously a voice recording. Use Go High Level. You also need Twilio to send out the voicemails through Twilio. Drop. It's not too expensive. I'm not honestly sure how much it costs per voicemail drop, but it can't be too crazy. Might as well just test it with a couple hundred and then see what it costs you, and then just keep going. And again, not too maybe a couple cents per voicemail, or a penny per voicemail, something like that. So anyways, that's it. Thank you so much for watching. I hope this was helpful for you. If you have any questions, just let me know, and I'll talk to you soon. If I can find my mouse here, I would stop the video.